So on the topic of colorism, is it the case that those that are darker skinned are discriminated against in favor of women who are lighter skinned? Is that the trend?
As a lot of people think that is the case, but as long as you're a colored woman, you're going to face some kind of, criticism, some segregation, and some discrimination. Because even I am not, for instance.
But you are blown. Very brown.
That's the thing. And women who are light-skinned or very brown, like you're saying, we also tend to suffer from some stereotypes. For instance,
really?
Like people think we bleach, people think we are dumb, people think we are gold diggers, people think we are usually the side chick. You get we are not wife material, we are lazy. There's so much segregation within ourselves.
But at the same time, light-skinned women are very much desirable in this culture.
I'm saying
you're automatically,
some cultures,
being light, but in most of black culture, being lighter skinned than the general population immediately adds you 10 points on your attractiveness scale.
I am not disputing that.
Do you agree?
I'm not disputing that.
Like some chick can just be average, but because she's brown, she'll get looked at more than an actually beautiful woman who's darker. Doesn't that happen?
I'm not disputing that, but then also there's the flip side where still light-skinned women are may be the ideal, but then they are not the ones that people think highly of. For instance, where I come from, everybody in my family is of, darker skin complexion than I am. Now it puts me in a position where I always have to defend and justify my belonging to my tribe, to my culture. Do you understand? And on top of that, even when I go back home, they don't view me as desirable. They see me as
really
this Western girl.
Really?
So is not hardworking. She's lazy.
Really?
There's always these things that they associate to me that are not.
So this
desirable
is real.
in my culture.
You really feel this kind of discrimination and prejudice.
Yes, I do.
But come on, this the benefit. What about the benefits?
I'm yet to find any benefits.
I mean, don't you get more approached by guys by virtue of your lighter complexion?
But you see, I am being approached by men that are not of value or quality. You understand what I mean?
So they want you to be the floozy, the side girl, rather than the main girl.
Exactly.
Because when a man is thinking of a main girl or a wife, he's thinking on a girl that's sturdy and hardworking, and so he might then shy away from the lighter skinned girl, believing that she is the opposite.
Exactly. Like for instance, do you think I can cook?
Can you?
See? You see? And you know what? I used to, every time when I got myself into a relationship, I would always work hard to show the guy, like, I'm not the stereotype. I'm a light-skinned brown girl, but I can cook, I can clean, I can be a wife, I can be this, I'm hardworking, I can make money, I'm not lazy and all that stuff. I was putting in so much work. And still for them, the most unfortunate thing is that they already had this perception of me and were not willing to change that and just, open up and give me a chance. So you know what I did? I stopped trying. I stopped trying. That way they will not be calling me, Busara, come and chill on the weekend, because, she's not going to cook. She's not going to clean. I'm there for vibes. You pick me up and take me back home. Vibes.
What about expectations in the bedroom? A lot of men, especially in Uganda, assume if she's lighter skinned, it means there's a certain expectation that she will be more, let me find a nice way to say this.
Experimental?
She'll be more, there will be more hydration. Flooding. Again, it takes me back. So, too much pressure.
I used to try so hard, and then I just stopped trying, and I was there for myself. You get me? Whether in the bedroom, in the sitting room, I'm here for myself, for the vibes. I'm benefiting from this situation. Actually, I need some compensation from this situation because your perspective of me, your negative light that you're seeing me in, is not doing me any. Do you know what you've done?
I
stopped.
You have just
stopped trying.
You have decampaigned the notion of being light-skinned. If there was any woman listening or watching this thinking, I'm going to get bleaching cream, now you've convinced them not to.
Don't.
Because
actually don't
you've
do
made
it at all.
You've made it seem like it's not worth the hassle.
It's really not worth the hassle. And on top of that, it's expensive. from what I've heard. It's expensive. And not even from what I've heard, because I struggle with acne, and then I have, after the pimple, there's the dark spot. So you have to work on the blemishes. Do you know how much blemishing cream? And it's this tiny.
Wow.
Yeah? Blemishing cream to, try and even out your skin.
Even a small bottle
work.
is a lot of money.
You see, if you want people to, you know what? Let people hate you for being yourself. Okay, let them not hate you for being somebody else. And if you're going to bleach your skin or whatever, don't do that. And funny thing is that I used to want to be so dark to the point that I used to wear a foundation that was a tone or 2 tones darker than mine.
Really?
So I would be a lot more.
This is so funny. So
a lot more, darker.
So what about filters? Do you also choose darker filters like on the phone?
Yes. If you ever if you notice my pictures, yes, they're not that.
Because most girls in Uganda, at least, aim for the filters that make them look lighter skinned.
I don't.
For you, go for the ones that make you look darker.
Yes. And you know why?
You've suffered.
It's because my culture, the people there are darker skinned. You get. And I have my sisters who are darker skinned and very beautiful. And sometimes I feel like I'm different. That's why life is not working out for me the way it's working out for them. You get me? So yes, colorism, let's stop that, and people should just learn to appreciate themselves.
Wow.
Be you.
Well, I actually feel very sorry for you. This is a sad story.
It's very sad.
I hadn't thought of it this way.
Because people look at me and think I'm privileged, but no, there's so much, eyes you pass around, and women think that you are automatically a threat or just an awful person.
Well, you've touched me today, so ice cream on me after this. Well, thank you so much, Sarah, for letting us know what's popping. You are listening to The Fatboy Show on RX Radio. Stick around for more great music.